Well, hello Space Engineers and welcome back. Done a little bit of traveling since the last time, not a whole lot. While I was traveling I did some laying out up there, but the other thing that happened, and was brought me to a stop, is I about ran into that thing. Minding my own business, trying to get the hull figured out, and I was probably within 100 meters of that, so I guess that's not about ran into it, but it's close enough to make me worry. Now I have been over there and gotten a little bit of a look, and there is something over there that I am somewhat interested in. So let's see, let's grab this. So let me turn stuff on. Hit up all that. Get myself out here. And let's go over here and take a closer look. Now I think this is another one that's not part of the scrapyard, the normal scrapyard spawns, but I'm okay with that. As I said, moving beyond just the standard scrapyard stuff, and always kind of planned to. But as close as I came and this thing didn't spawn any drones, I doubt it's going to now. But as we get a little closer, what's that? Hopefully not within range of being shot. Looks like we stopped. Most of that looks like it's just steel. But if we look up there in that little corner, we can see it looks like there is a small grid ship right there. And that is something the scrapyard stuff doesn't have a lot of. So let's kind of bring ourselves in a little closer. I've already been up fairly close to it, so it should not bother me. Let's see, I did, yeah, left the beacon on. But I haven't poked around to see what else is here a whole lot. But the main thing I saw was this. Is we have ourselves, it's saying constructor, but we have ourselves a little ship that looks like it is mostly intact, actually. We've got thrusters on 1, 2, at least 3 sides. Now if they're all there, I can repair a bunch of them. And yeah, we've got stuff down there. I see a large battery, no 2-gen, that's nice. I see that it's got a hydrogen tank with, well, has some hydrogen in it, doesn't look like much. A pair of medium cargo containers. Can't really see past that. I'm thinking just a pair of them, because then it goes into those elbows. But that is a nice little bit to have, and real handy because I've got a lot of welding that I need to do back there at my ship here in a little bit. But while I'm here, let's poke around, see what else we've got. Rocket launcher. And Rocket launcher. Do we have any rockets in here? I don't see any there. I don't see any there. I'm thinking this is mostly just steel. And there's some other stuff down here it might be worth getting, but I don't know, there's not a whole lot here. I might go ahead and grab all this. That's an ion thruster. I don't need it. Yeah, it's just steel. Looks like this was, at one point, may have been a fairly good-sized ship. But now it's, well, it's not even a full frame. But I think it'll be worth trying to grind this down and bring it back with me. I might switch over to something that's got more cargo capacity before I do that. But I think I'm going to see if I can't pick this up and take it with me. Okay, so I can't hack that. We've got 1 landing gear, 2 landing gear, so I should be able to take those out. Do we have a connector down here? We've got 2 connectors. Nice. But let's see if I can't squeeze this thing in here. I'll tell you what, it's going to be a lot easier if I just do that. Let's go right for the O2 generator. And I completely miss it. Oh, it's on the move. That's nice. Do I have... No, I do not have what I need to stationize this. So I need to be careful. I'll bring back something to turn this temporarily into a station, or I can just hold on to it while I grind it down. But for now, let's see if... Unfriendly grid. I'll tell you what, I'll just take off what you're holding on to. Now, you're not holding on to anything. Moving slow. Yeah, we're just moving slow. Thing's heavy, I guess. So yeah, I'll get this back. Then I'll probably come back with the other tug since it has a couple cargo containers on it. And I'll process that, get that ground down. Then I'll come back and show you what I've got done. Maybe work on getting these repaired and claimed, or at least that repaired and claimed. It looks like it's had a bit of a rough life. But yeah, I'll get this working. But I'll be back after I get that taken care of up there. Well, I got that ground down. I've got back to the ship and leave that there for now. But I have pretty much figured out, aside from welding up a few panels apparently, pretty much figured out what I'm doing here with this shape. And I think that's going to work out. I mean, it was a little tricky trying to get some of these angles figured out in this spot transition through here, but I think it worked out okay. And then I had to basically transfer everything over to here. And I haven't done anything on the bottom side yet, but I've got tricks I'm going to do for that. And I decided to just kind of leave these open instead of trying to get fancy and enclose them. There's only so much space you can put in right there, so just left them open like that, and they'll get, you know, the shell when I flip it over will cover the rest of it. So I think that's going to work out. There might be some changes to the outside of this to keep it from being so flat and featureless, but for now I just wanted to get the general shape in, and I think I've pretty much got that. I could put the welder away. But for now, I think what I'm going to do is see how much of this I can repair and claim. Let's see, what all do I need to claim? Oh, well, here's a couple timers I can probably get rid of. Turn those off. Okay, so I've got that. Some of this will have to repair back up before I can hack. But I'm trying to get the stuff that I can get quickly here. I need to find a place to park this for real also. Let's see what's smoking down here. It's not overall not in that bad a shape, really. Let's see, I need to hack these. See, I should have some glass down here. It's going to be harder to find my way into this place before too long. After you repair it, you've got to grind it all the way back down, just so you can claim it. Let's see, I need to probably grab a bunch of steel. Steel, metal grids. I wouldn't be surprised if some of those were what's smoking. No, we've got that there. Okay, let's go see what I've got in supplies to repair this. I kind of need to build a welder just to fly this over to repair it, and I might do that later. Let's grab 10 of these, 10 of those. They'll take up a good chunk. Let's grab a bunch of those. Let's fill the rest up with that. Let's see how far that gets me.
Energy low.
See, I should be able to jump into here now. Yep, I got that. Let me see, I've got a battery and a camera I need to hack still. Corner LCD? I've got 4 gyros. The oxygen generator, there's a reactor somewhere. I kind of thought there'd be one of those somewhere. Let's see, did I hack this? So I need more large steel tubes. Where is that reactor? Because I don't own it, I can't tell it to show itself. Let me finish getting this taken care of and I'll be back. That's taken a little longer than I thought. Well, I got this thing repaired. Well, okay, not repaired. Got all the bits that are smoking and broken taken care of. I haven't replaced the panels. I had to take out one of these 2 timers to get to the reactor. It's right behind that block. I guess I could have came in through the beacon, but I kind of want to keep the beacon. And I don't really need the timers, so I took one out to get to it. But that is all mine now. But I'm not going to take the time to park it for the moment, because we're still moving. And I kind of want to stay moving and get some progress towards home still. But while we're doing that, I'm going to see if I can't get this thing, get the bottom part of it, Monarch 2. It's kind of behind us. I'll leave that. But I can see if I can't get this thing and get this shell flipped over. But first I'm going to put in the fillers for this because I don't want another cockpit on the bottom. So let me get some steel first. Not a lot of steel, just a little bit of steel. I'll probably end up having to stop and grab more before too long. Keep an eye on things up here. Make sure I don't run into anything. But we have got... That's an odd lighting effect. Anyways. We've got that and... Not that. That. Then we've got our side pieces. That'll keep that from going in. And for now, I'm going to do that. That means there's another one in there. But we've got that. Oh, wrong button. And, whoa. What'd I hit? Must have bumped my Z key. It's the dangers of doing this stuff while in motion. Did I leave the lights on that thing? Let me dampen myself to that. Let's try this again without getting myself killed. I'm going to do this, and I should have a... And this is all just to keep... Well, why can't I put it there? That's odd. How come I can't put it on the front? That's got an attachment point. That's weird. But I guess I will put it right there for now. Then come back here. Oh. Let me turn that back off. And I'm just doing that to get a projector in to make this easier. Come in here, blueprints. Only the largest one will be used. I'm okay with that. I'm only worried about the largest one. So that's actually not real bad. I don't think that's what I need. That's not what I need. Maybe I'll have better luck if I can see it, more of it. That's why I kind of wanted it up front. Let's see, let's put that back to 0. Okay, that looks correct. Now let's see if I can't get this. Let's get it backwards first. Oh, that's way wrong. Okay, so I need to go sideways. And forward 3. Okay, that is lined up. Now all I have to do is fill in all those blocks. But that is how I was planning on getting this to the bottom side. This way it'll be symmetrical top and bottom. And that'll give you a general idea of how it's going to look. But I'm going to save that for later. Let's go ahead and just turn that off for now. Let's say keep projection, then turn off. Because I'm going to go ahead and get a place for that welder that's kind of parked up over there somewhere to sit. And I want to be stopped when I'm doing that. So, going to reposition this thing. Let's see, what do I have? I've got a bunch of steel, that'll work. First off, let's do... No, I'm just going to take out that connector anyways. Let me go ahead and turn that all on. Turn that all on. Turn that on. And let's take this out, if I've got enough room in my inventory. Oops, let me drop some of that off. Going to come down. As soon as I can find the right one. And do I want to go ahead and put it in the floor? I'm not going to put it in the floor. I'm going to do that. And put one of these in there. So now that's got a proper parking spot. Let me weld that up real quick so I can get that moved out of my way. So we've got that. So we've got that out of the way. And I'm thinking, let me actually get that thing in here so I've got reference. I didn't do any reprogramming on this. It is kind of sluggish. What do we have in here? We've got a grinder and welder, some oxygen bottles. Hey, we've got stuff. We've got gravity components, explosives, some solar cells, that's nice, ice, an okay amount of uranium. That's a lot of gravity components. I'll never use them, but I've got them. Let's see, we've got lights. What's my braking thrust look like? Very poor. Okay, so that's why I'm slowing down. Well, very poorly. Let me rotate this thing around. back in here. So I've got room above that still. It's kind of close to that, but that's not real bad. And I don't want to get into this, so I'm going to have basically... Let's see, I'm looking... Yeah, I kind of want to have a ceiling around in there. So I can go up some, so I'm thinking right here is where I want to put my connector. So we're going to put one of those in. And one of those in. Need to work on lighting on this thing. I mean, I've got okay lighting up front, but I need some lighting pretty much everywhere else. So which connectors connect? Ready. And let me lock that. Then we can turn that off. And make sure my reactor is off. Turn those off. So there we go. Now have ourselves a little weld ship. You can also do some grinding. And that's going to come in handy when it comes time to filling this thing out and getting all this welded up. Going to get this thing on the move, then take a look at the time, see what I've got recorded, and go from there. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there. I think I've got enough for this episode at least. I'll work on getting this welded up off camera. Next time I should have a shell, if nothing gets in my way here. But it should have a shell built, and I guess we'll have to figure out the inside. I mean, I'll want to put a bulkhead somewhere around in here, work on making this airtight, because I kind of want this up here to be airtight. Otherwise I'd have to move that vent and this vent here. This will move. Once I get it airtight, I can start making corridors and kind of make an inner hull that's really going to hold the pressure anyways. But that's all future plans. For now, I'll be working on this, and I'll say thank you for watching, and I will see you around next time.